Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock on a Thursday. It's time for another magic stuff. And I'm back with another of the 3 best trick series. And this is going to be 3 tricks with a quiver that you've probably never seen before. Now, I wanted to put this video together because I'm such a huge fan of the quiver. And there's so much you can do with the quiver. And I think a lot of people don't realize how much you can do. Now, I did do a video over Christmas 2021, which was the hows and whys of the quiver, and the routines that I'm going to be talking about today, I actually referenced and talked about a little bit in that video, but that was an hour-and-a-half video and I had a lot to get through. And I know there's going to be people that look at that video and go, oh my gosh, that's an hour and a half. No, I'm not going to do that. And they will watch this video. And the purpose of this channel is to show people, show magicians, tricks and moves and ideas and routines with gimmicks that they might have before that they haven't seen before. So even though I did the hows and whys on the quiver, I wanted to do this as a follow-up. And this is 3 routines I've created with the quiver. They're my 3 favorite routines out of all of the routines I've created with the quiver. And I've created like probably 15 or 20 at this point. These are the 3 that I actually do the most in the real world. So I'm going to present them to you right now. Very quickly, what is a quiver? Well, a quiver is a gimmicked purse. You can get a normal size, you can get a plus size. And I say it's a purse, it's more like a wallet. It's one of those squeeze purses, right? And it allows you to access, depending on how you open it, you can access one of 2 compartments. So you can access one compartment or you can access the other compartment. And if you think of it as a modern day change bag, you're kind of in the right idea. It's like a change bag, but for close-up workers, built into a squeeze purse. And it's very clever in operation. It's very clever how it works. You literally don't have to press any secret buttons or anything. It just, you open it this way or this way, and depending on how you open it, you open one section or another. The problem with the quiver is most people do the same routine. They just make something disappear in there, or they just switch one thing for something else. But there's so much more you can do with it. And I'm going to try and show that to you right here on this video. So on this video, I'm going to talk to you about my 3 favorite uses of the quiver. So buckle in, let's go with the first routine with the quiver that you've probably never seen before, unless you watch my video over Christmas. So the first routine that you've probably never seen before is the card and coin transpo using the quiver. Now, this is probably one of the ones that I use the most in the real world. It is so super practical, and it uses the quiver in a very different, unique, original way. Because normally, like I said before, what people do with the quiver is they do it for a change. I'm going to put this in here, and now it changes into this. Or they show it empty and they make something appear. Or they put something in there and they make it disappear. What this is doing is framing it as a transposition, but it's framing it as a transposition. How you actually get the signed card in there in the first place is very clever. And you'll see this in the performance in a minute. You show that the purse is empty and you say, I'm going to get this signed card into this purse. And then when you open it back out again, you've done the switch, but it doesn't feel like you've switched anything. In order to give you a frame of reference, let me just very quickly show you the performance of this first of all. So I'm going to show you the performance and then I'll talk about why this is so good. Matt, I'm going to show you something, like I say, with a pack of cards and a wallet. This is a little like coin purse here. You can see there's a coin in there. You can take it out if you want to. I get those coins from the mechanical industries. It's a really cool coin. It's called a grinder coin. And also we've got a deck of cards here, 52 playing cards. And Matt, you're going to get to have any one of these cards that you want to. It's up to you. You're going to write your name in it, so maybe one with a bit of white space, but it's up to you. Which one would you like?
That one.
The 2 of clubs. Sure? Okay, what I want you to do is write your name right now on the 2 of clubs. If you can, that would be great. Perfect. Good stuff. So, there's a rule in magic. I'm going to fold this up, by the way. Make sure I don't do anything weird about it. I'm just going to fold it up like this, yes?
Yeah.
There's a rule in magic that you never tell the audience what you're going to do before you do it. You don't trust me at all, do you?
It's still my card.
Yes.
Just checking. Just checking.
I'm not that good. There's a rule in magic that you never tell the audience what you're going to do before you do it.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do.
Right.
I'm going to try, you know this purse that we got the coin from?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get this card right here into that purse. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay? I'm going to get that card into that purse. But what I want you to do is put that coin back in. Very good. You can see the coin in there. Is that fair?
Yep.
And what I want you to do is put your hand on top for me. So I'm going to get this card. If I told you I could get this card into that purse underneath your hand, would that be good?
Yeah.
Well, the only way to do that is I can't obviously make something jump into somewhere else unless I do something that magicians call a transposition. Have you heard of a transposition before?
No.
It basically means making two objects change places.
Okay.
So we've got the coin inside there, haven't we?
Yeah.
Jack, do you see that card right there?
Yeah.
Watch. 1, 2, 3.
What?
You see, what I've just done is I've just taken, let me just put those over there. I've taken that card and turned it into a coin. That's the coin that was under your hand. You're not going to believe this. Lift up your hand for me.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you got to lift it up. Because this is really weird. Remember I said the coin's been here the whole time, yeah?
Yeah.
Look at what's inside there now. There's a card.
No.
Take it out yourself and unfold it. That is the one with your name on it. And that's magic. Any questions? It's weird, right?
That's a good one, dude.
Thank you.
That's good. That's a really good. Holy shit!
I know, right?
I could feel the coin under my hand.
I know, right? So weird. So first of all, I love this because even though it's only one phase, it's a very clear, direct moment of magic. You can incorporate it into any point in a card routine that you want to. So you can have a regular deck of cards on view. You can be doing anything that you want to with this deck of cards. When you go into this routine, you can go into it anytime, anywhere. When you want to go into the routine, you just take out the quiver and you say, well, let me show you something with this. Grab a card. There's no force, which is really nice as well. They genuinely can pick any card they want to. And when you open up the purse and you show the coins there, like I say, you don't need a table with this. You don't need a table with any of these routines. But you open up the purse and you show the coins there, they can see there's nothing else in there. And then you say you're going to get the card in there. You then put the card to one side and you get them to put the coin back in. They hold that and they can feel the coin inside there. That's what's really nice. They can feel the coin inside there. And then you've got that beautiful moment where the card turns into the coin. And you see the card turn into the coin. And you give them the coin, and then when you open up there, the card's now inside. It's one moment of magic, but it's very direct, it's very visual, and the magic happens right in the hands of the spectators, which is always the most powerful type of magic, when it happens in the hands of the spectators like this. Now, it's an immediate reset. All you have to do is put the coin back in there, and you just put the card back in there, and you reset, ready to go again. Like I say, it can be incorporated into any part of the routine that you want to. It's really easy to do. I'm using a spellbound change to change that card into that card into a coin. Sorry, you don't have to use the spellbound change. You could just do a shuttle pass or something like that, or a bobo switch. But that's the only move that you actually need to learn. Outside of that move, there's nothing else to learn. Everything else is pretty much self-working. You could just switch it in your pocket if you wanted to, and then it would be completely moveless. Yeah, and as I say, it's an immediate reset, no table required, no angles to consider, and it can form part of a longer routine. So you can have this as your first transposition, and then you can go into another phase without the purse. Well, let me put the purse away, let me go into something else, and you can kind of build on this if you want to. Makes a really nice transition piece. Yeah, and I think, like I said before, it's the thinking behind this. It's the way that you actually use the quiver. So it's not being used the way that most people use it. It's being used from the audience's point of view, just as a reciprocal for this coin. But in reality, you're using it as a switch, but they don't suspect or even detect that that switch has taken place, which makes it so clever. And the fact that it's a signed card just convinces them, completely convinces them. So yeah, that's the card and coin transpo. If you get one thing and one thing only from this video, I want you to try that out. Grab yourself a quiver and go and try that out, because you will be amazed at the reactions it gets from real people. Okay, so the second routine using a quiver that you've probably never seen before is the thought of card, routine. So what this is the idea of really kind of framing the moment where a playing card appears. My thinking behind this was kind of like with an invisible deck. I've seen people use an invisible deck before, where they have this invisible deck and they're doing the whole thing with the invisible deck, and then you throw them the deck and the deck becomes visible, right? And then you've got that moment where you take out the cards and the cards appear. And that's always the cleanest, the best moment for me. Like, wow, those cards have just appeared there. I'm like, what if you could do that? But it happens in the spectator's hands. And it's with a thought of card. And rather than having an entire deck that appears, it's one thought of card and one thought of card only, because that would ultimately be a lot cleaner. Now, there's always sacrifices. When you're creating routines, there's always sacrifices. The sacrifice with this routine is there is an element of equivoke in here. So you can't just immediately go, boom, here's the card. You have to equivoke down to the queens, which, if anybody has seen my Visible project, is something that I actually talked about on Visible. It's something that's very, very easy to do. It's very easy to equivoke down to the queens, and you'll see that in the routine in a minute. In fact, I'll play you that performance footage, and what I want you to look at when you see this performance footage is that moment. Look at the reaction. Look at Matt's reaction to that moment where that card appears. That's the strongest moment, and they see that, and then they react. And then they relax, and then they realise, hang on a minute, this could be my thought of card. And it's rather than making a deck appear, you're making one single card appear. Killer. Let me show you the performance. And this uses your imagination. I've got a little purse in here. There's nothing in there. Would that be fair?
Yeah, empty.
Hopefully, you can see there's nothing in there. Hopefully, in a minute, we're going to use your imagination. We're going to make something appear inside there. Hold your hand out for me. And just put your other hand on top. Now, I want you to imagine that we've got a deck of cards here. It's a deck of 52 playing cards.
Yeah.
And we're going to remove either the picture cards or the number cards. Which ones do you want to remove, the pictures or the numbers?
Numbers.
Okay, so we're going to remove the numbers. That leaves us with the picture cards, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to drop them all down there. So all the picture cards are here. And I'm going to pick up either the male picture cards or the female picture cards. Would you like me to pick up the males or the females?
Females.
So the females. So we're going to pick up the 4 queens, yes?
Yeah.
So that's the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Clubs, the Queen of Spades, and the Queen of Diamonds. You have one last choice. When I snap my fingers, you're going to name any one of those 4 queens. It's completely up to you which one you name. Could you do that right now?
Hearts.
You sure?
Yeah.
Want to change your mind?
No.
Okay, lift up your hand. Let's see if we've been able to turn imagination into reality. Well, what's in there?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? This is where you need to use your imagination. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Concentrate. Snap your fingers.
Snap my fingers?
Yeah. What do you see inside there now?
What the What? No, that had better not be the Queen of Hearts, dude. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, it just appeared, right? What was the name of the card again? What was the card?
Fuck off.
What was the card?
Queen of Hearts.
Are you serious? That one.
That was fucking empty. That was empty.
I know.
And in my hand.
But then you used your imagination.
But that's not a thing.
You can have that.
Of course it is.
Oh no, you've stopped imagining now. You need to keep imagining. Anyway, so the construction of this routine is really smart because they feel like they're having a free choice of any card, when in reality they've only got a choice of having one of the 4 queens. They see that this thing is empty. They can see that this wallet is empty. It's also happening in the spectator's hands. You can't make a deck of cards appear in the spectator's hands, really. But you can with this using the quiver. So you can have them hold on to that. They can see it's empty. They hold on to this in between their hands. You have them name a card, and then boom. You show it as empty again and you say, is there anything inside there? No, it's empty. And you snap and then you open it again. And now they see that card there and you reach in and you take it out. Oh my gosh, what a killer moment. It really is. It's not hard. It's really not. It's not a hard routine to do. You'll be doing it within seconds. Anybody who's watched this, I'm sure people with a little bit of intelligence will be able to figure out how this works. And feel free to use it. I mean, it's my creation, so feel free to use it. You obviously need some gimmicks. The best way to get the gimmicks is to get yourself a Instagram refill pack. That'll do you. And then you get yourself a quiver and you're good to go. Once you start doing this trick, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to stop doing it because it's as strong as an invisible deck done the standard way. So you have an invisible deck, boom, throw it. Oh my God, look, here it is. It's the deck. It's as strong. In fact, I would argue that it's stronger because it's only one card. The card can't be examined, but then again, the deck in invisible deck can't be examined. So, you know, is that really too much of an issue? It's an instant reset. You just put that card back inside the quiver and put it away in your pocket, and you reset, ready to go again. So you can do it from table to table to table, and it'll be a slightly different outcome every single time. No table required. Can be done in the hands of the spectators. No angle considerations, easy to do, completely self-contained. You know, there's a lot of reasons to love this trick. So there you go. That's the second trick with a quiver that you've probably never seen before. Is the thought of card routine. Okay, so the final routine that you've probably never seen before with a quiver is this. It's 3 quiver Monte. And it's not a cheap trick. You're going to have to get 3 quivers in order to do this. So go out and buy yourself 3 quivers. That's what you're going to need first of all. When you've got 3 quivers, the nice thing about this routine is it takes up very little space. Considering it's in your pocket, you just need 3 quivers in your pocket and that's it. And you've got your deck of cards that you've been using throughout for whatever routine you want to do. It makes it a real working routine. Now, when you see the performance to Matt in a minute, you're going to see me doing it in a standard 3-card Monte type way on the table. The beautiful thing about this is because you're using quivers, you don't actually need to use a table as well. It's the only Monte routine that I know of. Well, actually, no, there's stand-up Monte. But it's one of the only Monte routines I know of that you don't need a table. I just get 3 spectators to hold out their hands, and I just say, right, we'll put one of these wallets on each one of your hands, and I just go into it. So any surface, any time, no table required. It's absolutely great. And there's something really smart about the construction of the routine, which I'm going to get to in a minute, but I want you to see the performance first of all. So have a look at it. This is a full performance to Matt of 3 quiver Monte. Matt.
Hello.
You and I are going to do a trick. Less of a trick, more of a gambling game.
Nice. You told me when I first started working here never to gamble with you.
And it's true, you should never gamble with me, but we're only going to gamble for fun, not for money.
Okay.
Uses a deck of playing cards, as you would expect, and it also uses those 3 little wallets over there. Now, I should show you that there's nothing inside this one.
No.
Yeah? Inside this one, you can probably see that there's a little white piece of card, and you can check that out. You can open it up. There is nothing written on it. It is just a folded up piece of card that is white on both sides. Okay? Yeah. And also, hang on, I'll put that one in there. There you go. Fair. Yeah. And also in this one, you've got exactly the same thing. You've got a white piece of card. You can open it up and check it out. It is just what it appears to be, a white piece of card. Okay, yeah. Fold it back up, put it back in. So we've got 2 that have got white pieces of card, and then we've got this one that's got nothing in it. Now, the idea here is very simple. We're going to put something in here. We're going to put a playing card. You get to choose which card. You're going to write your name on it, so maybe one with a bit of white space. Which one would you like?
That one.
The 4. Okay. And what you are going to do is, I have a pen up here. Take the pen and write your name right on the card for me. Nice big letters.
It's a really weird angle, but yeah.
That's fine. You can keep on holding onto the pen. So we have a situation, Matt, where we have this card that has been signed with your name on it. Yeah. Is that fair? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and fold it up like this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that?
I can.
And then the idea is very simple. I'm going to pop that right here inside this wallet. So in other words, there's one wallet with your signed card in, and then there's 2 wallets that have got blank pieces of card in. You get the idea, yes?
Yeah.
And the idea is you just have to follow the wallet with your card in it.
Okay.
And if you get it right, you win.
I'm not going to get it right, am I?
It's that simple. You get it right, mate, you'll win. It's going to be amazing. Okay? So, right. you know the rules of the game.
Yeah.
Are you ready to play?
I am.
Watch. Keep it nice and simple.
Yeah.
1, 2, or 3?
3, that one.
Are you sure it's this one?
Oh, no.
Do you want to go for this one?
That is the one that it
No, this is the one with the blank piece of paper. Don't worry, maybe you didn't know. Look, let me do it again. Do you want me to show you where it is?
Yes.
Just so you know, it's in there.
Right.
Okay, can you see it in there? It's in there. It's in the middle one. Now try and watch, because I'm going to do the move. Watch. Where is it?
It's there.
So we're saying it's not in this one, right?
What the?
Look, you didn't know. No.
No. I hate these ones.
Look, let's try it again. Look.
So much.
Right. You can mix it around yourself if you want to, okay? You make it easy. Now, look, you can see where it is, right?
Yes.
You mix them around yourself. Perfect. So where is it? You did the mixing.
There.
This one here.
Yeah.
That would be the one with the...
Oh, man, come on.
This would be the one. In all honesty, though, there's no way you could have won. You know why? Well, this one here, this also had the blank piece of paper. And this one here, this also had a blank piece of paper. You couldn't have won. Do you know why you couldn't have won, Matt? There's a reason why you couldn't have won. You know, we took the cards out of the card box at the beginning. Check this out. Inside the card box from the very beginning has been your card, and it wasn't even folded up.
What the fuck?
So, there you go. Like I said, never trust a magician. Anyway.
So there you go, guys. That's 3 Quiver Monte. And I said I was going to point out something that I really like about the construction of this routine. What I love about the construction of the routine is the card is out of play at the very, very beginning, before they even think anything's happened. So you show that you show the 3 quivers, and 2 of them have got blank pieces of card. 1 of them is empty. You then have them pick a card and they sign a card, and you fold that card up and you put it in the empty quiver. You can now get them to mix those up if you want to. They obviously don't have their card in there. The card is now on the top of the deck. So you can load that card anywhere you wanted to. And I did it to Matt. I just wanted to do this quickly, so I didn't do anything with it. I left it on top of the deck, and at the end of the routine, I palmed it off and I did a sort of a Matt Shulin card in box load. Which is a nice way to do it, and I have actually done that before for sure. But the strength of this is you can get rid of that at the very, very beginning. So let's say you've got a destination box in the audience, you can fold that card up and you can get it into what you need to do in order to do destination box. So you can have it tucked away and you can have it in destination box. If you've got a friend, if you've got a friend, you can actually have that friend take the card off the top of the deck and do card through window with it or something. There's so many different ways you can go with this. The fact that they think their card's in play, whilst in reality it's gone absolutely ages ago. So think, don't be limited. You think about how you can actually do that. Normally with 3 card Monte, the problem with 3 card Monte is there's no end. It's like, look, I'm going to mix them up. Look, you're wrong. Look, you're wrong. Look, you're wrong. Look, you're wrong. Let's move on and do a different trick. And Garrett Thomas tried to fix that by doing stand-up Monte, and he had that ending where all of the cards changed, and you kind of had that wild card ending, and that was one way to end it, for sure. But the nice thing about this is that you've got a viable ending. So at the end, you show that all of the wallets have got blank pieces of paper in it. The whole thing was an illusion, and the card has appeared in the card box, in your sock, wherever you want it to be. And it gives a 3 card Monte style routine a finale. The other nice thing is it fits into any gambling themed presentation. So you can do it if you're the sort of person that does fast and loose and the chain game and like 3 card Monte and throwing discs and stuff like that. If you're that sort of person, this will fit in there perfectly. Or if you're a gambling guy and you do lots of gambling demonstrations, this will fit in there perfectly. There's so many different ways that you can actually have this fit into your performance. It's killer in so many different ways. So yeah, there you go. It's no table required. It's an instant reset. It's easy to do. You can use any deck. You can get into it at any point in your act if you want to. It can be a standalone piece, or you can do it at the end of the card routine, at the beginning of a card routine, in the middle of the card routine. It's a shuffle deck in use. There's no gimmicks with the deck at all. And it uses a signed card. It gives people a really nice souvenir that they get to keep at the end. No angles to consider. Self-working, depending on how you're going to reproduce that final card. It's completely self-working. There's a lot to love about this. It's one of my favourite routines to do. I do it all of the time. It's called 3 Quiver Monte. So I hope you enjoy that one. So there you go, guys. That is another 3 best tricks that you've never seen before. Another magic stuff right here on Magic TV. Do me a favor, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you use the Quiver? Do you have a Quiver? Do you use any of these routines? Are you going to use any of these routines? Inquiring minds want to know. Don't forget, I'm here 26 videos a week right here on Magic Feed TV, which is mental. So if you want to see more videos like this, you know what you got to do. Just like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I'm going to be back again tomorrow with 3 videos right here on Magic TV. And don't forget, if you haven't already done so, check out the podcast with myself and Lloyd Barnes. It went live last night at 9 o'clock. It is the fastest growing Magic podcast that you'll see on the internet. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. My name's Craig from Magic.